1 to hear
Yeah.
more.
Since it appears you're calling back
And we
into the
good.
right
We in
show,
motion,
we're
baby.
reconnecting
Let's
you
go.
now.
Yes. Yes. Daily. Yes. Yes, it is now. And it goes down. Yes. Yes. What? Yeah. And it goes down. Daily Go Get a Missing Show. Yeah, hump day, Wednesdays, and we are talking about the house and car, and I'm going to let you know who we are. Got you by the house and the car. It's not easy being a dependent, baby. We all fall on hard times. But probably all of us listening to the show right now hate to have to ask somebody for something because we don't have something that we used to have or that we know that we should have. But it happens. Cars break down. You move to new places. Lose your place. You could lose your house in a fire or lose your place in a fire or whatever. And you have to stay with somebody for a while. Hard times. Sometimes hard times happen all at once. But what separates hard times from regular times is when you suffer from hard times, it means that you are struggling to get back to better times. Other times are such that you find those who have and you are satisfied with being a have-not, so you live your life that way. So people are able to control you and are able to basically do their bidding when it comes to you, because they have something that you want or something that you need and you depend on them. Oh, you make me bleed from the heart. And I know from the start I'm trying to get my own lust just like some art. And that's my word. So how y'all feeling today, boy? Listen, I'm sorry that I was absent yesterday, but I didn't have a choice. Things was very rare. It was very rare for me yesterday. But I'm here tonight and it's going to be all right. Left lane, left lane. Left lane, flash lane, no. Fast lane, left lane, no. Left lane, fast lane, no coasting. Everything is gonna be okay. We do this thing like every day. It's hard being a dependent. It is very, very hard putting yourself in a position or being in a position where somebody can hold something over you because you know that and they know that they have something that you need or something that you want. And so you're willing to hang in there for a little while until you get that thing until you can get your own. All right, so let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily, the Daily Go Getimism show. We do this every single day. I'm going to do it with the mouth. I'm going to do the Wanye. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should. We are in motion. Tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show, we're talking about got you by the house and the car. Got you by the car and the house. I said, got you by the car and the house. I said, got you by the house and the car. Yeah, well, this is what we're talking about. Let me make it clear. When somebody has you by the house and the car, that means that you live in their place and you're not in a position to be able to get your own right now. Now, God bless the child that has his own, but sometimes you don't have your own. We all have to start at one level of concentration until we can elevate into another higher level of concentration. So we're not always in the position to be able to provide for others. Sometimes others are providing for us. Sometimes that's just what it is. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it whiz. Sometimes it's like that. So when you find yourself in a position to have to be dependent upon somebody because you are trying to get something better, something more than what you had, it can be tough for you. For example, let's talk about when somebody has you by the car. They have a car and you don't have a car. And guess what else? You have a job that helps you to be able to provide for your family, and it's too far for you to get there by public transportation. Let's make it a little bit more clear, because we can say, well, what do you mean it's too far for public transportation? Maybe we should move closer to where the place is. Yeah, that sounds good, but let's put it this way. Let's say you live in the city, and people who live in the city, we talk about things that are out there in the county. Now, we know that, let's say for the city of Philadelphia and other places that are similar to this type of city and this type of public transportation setup, the transit system runs a certain type of way within the city. So in the city, maybe the buses run damn near all night long, but out in the suburbs, they run until a certain time. So let's say in the city, the buses run all the way until, I don't know, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. There are some transit lines that run 24 hours a day, like the subway. The subway and the L's, they run all night long, but the buses don't. So if you have a job out in the burbs, and it might be far out in the burbs, all the way out in Bucks County, all the way out in Delaware, all the way out in the next state, because SEPTA goes all the way to Delaware. And SEPTA does not go to Jersey. But let's say you have to, bottom line is this. Those transit systems may not run all that late at night. And let's say you work a shift that requires that you get there late at night or work overnight or something like that. If the buses or trains are only coming like once on the hour, it's going to make it tough for you. So it would make it a lot easier for you to be able to have a car. But let's say you can't drive, or you just don't have a car. Your car broke down and you don't have enough money to be able to buy a car at that time. Somebody else is giving you a ride. Maybe they work at the same job as you. Maybe they work at the same job. Now, you know how it goes. If you've ever had a vehicle and somebody else is depending on you to drive them places all the time, you might be willing to do it up to a certain extent, but you know how it goes. The person who is the needy one is normally the one in violation. Not maybe purposely, not on purpose, but it happens. So you and that person work at the same job. Nobody said y'all work at the same shift, though. So maybe it's a situation where you have to go in early because you work second shift and they work first shift. Get it? So here you are at work, 7 o'clock in the morning, and your shift doesn't start till 2 or 3 in the afternoon. You like that? So you get a ride to work, but you don't get a ride from work. You got to find your own way from work. And maybe you have hooked up with somebody who is willing to bring you home from work. So you are dependent times 2. You know what's going to happen? For that person that takes you to work, you better make sure you treat them nice, or guess what's going to happen? All of a sudden, they ain't going to be able to take you to work. And that person who brings you home from work, you better be coming through with that gas money plus talking to them nice. Yeah, they got you by the car. In order for you to make an honest living, a decent living, you're paying probably more than you would normally pay if you had your own car, or even if you were taking an Uber or a Lyft or something like that. but they got you. And it might not be that they're mean or arrogant or tyrannical or any of those things. But people can become that way, or they can start to appear that way because they got you and you are dependent on them, and you might actually get on their damn nerves. Maybe there's something about driving you to work every day that they really don't like. Maybe you smoke. Oh, I mean, I don't have to smoke in your car. Do you mind if I smoke? Nah, I don't mind if you smoke. In all reality, they might not like for you to smoke. Or, and I hate to say it, but some people get this way. They might be a smoker, but they done came up with this rule that, yeah, I smoke, but I don't smoke in my car. So you can't smoke in my car either. People do some dumb shit when they are in positions of power, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But on the flip side, you might be a problem because, like I said, you smoke, or you don't like loud music, or you don't like the type of music that they play in their car, or or you like to have their seat all the way up to the front, like you sitting on the dashboard, or you like to put your seat all the way back, like you laying in bed, or you like to sleep on your way to work. Or you're not always on time coming outside when they come to pick you up. Or at the meeting spot, sometimes they have to wait for you. Or you always eating in the car. You know what I mean? And your food is funking up the car. Maybe you like onions and garlic and stuff like that, and they don't like onions and garlic and stuff like that. So you eating on your way to work. Yeah, girl. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my dude. And they like, I don't like riding with this motherfucker. But they being a good soldier. They're being nice. They're being courteous. They're being a good samurai. Samaritan. You know, they're working with you, literally. They are working with you, literally. And you might not even realize that you're a pain in the ass to them. You might not be a pain in the ass to anybody else in the world, but to them, you are kind of a pain in the ass. But they got you by the car. Oh, we ain't even get into when you have to live with somebody for a little while. See, tonight we're going to speak from the perspective of the person who is the dependent. We normally speak from the perspective of the person who is providing for somebody else. But this time, tonight, we're going to speak from the perspective of somebody who is the one who needs who requires the services, the one who is the user, the one who is the usurper, the one who is the customer. So, got you by the car, got you by the house, got you by the washing machine. Yo, check it out. Yeah, you don't think that they can have you by the washing machine? You don't like to go to the laundromat to get your clothes clean, and they live right next door, and you're using their shit. Yeah, what for? A lot of people wouldn't swallow their pride just to ask somebody if they could come inside and wash their clothes. I need some bleach and some Tide, and can you help me out? Word of born. Yeah, I need your wash machine and your dryer. I pay you a couple of dollars, for real, no liar. Yeah, even if you pay for somebody's washer and dryer, you know you're going to get on their fucking nerves until they retire. You know what I'm talking about. Now, yeah. It might sound ridiculous to you that you would use somebody else's washer and dryer. But I know a lot of y'all who were college students back in the day who had just got your first apartment, or weren't college students, but you just got your first apartment and you ain't have no washer or dryer in your apartment complex or whatever, and your little flat, your little utility, with your little efficiency apartment. Yeah. So what did you do? You used to go to your mom's house to wash and dry your clothes. Ironically, your mom lived in the projects. What is you doing? Yeah, your mom lived in the projects, but you still went over there to use a washer and dryer. It is what it is, man. We can get hood on here. Y'all, come on now. Come on now. What we not gonna do is y'all ain't gonna get all bougie and shit. Yeah, I'm not from the projects, and y'all might not be from the projects either. But everybody in here is project connected. Everybody got a cousin, or aunt, or uncle, or grandmother that live in the projects. Everybody black got somebody who live in the projects. We are project connected. Yes, you had to either get on that elevator with the lights flickering on and off, or you been on them back steps, yeah, where it was dangerous, smelling like piss, and there were drugs being sold and people getting stabbed. Yeah, or the low-rise projects where you had to truck, walk them streets and get on that little lawn, or put them or use the clothesline. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm. Yeah. Got rev. You got rev because in them little low-rise projects, you know what I'm saying. Those are just like a little neighborhood. But everybody can tell you ain't from around here, because if you was from around here, you wouldn't have on that chain like you from around here. People from around here only wear a chain like that if they are deeply connected, or they sell drugs and shit. They always wearing fly jewelry when they sell drugs and shit. Anyway, you might know what it's like to have to use somebody's washer and dryer. So they got you by the washer and dryer. Talk shit and see if I let you use my washer and dryer, or just my washer, or just my dryer. Yeah, you need my lawn mower? Your John Deere broke? Talk shit and see if I let you use my John Deere or my push lawn mower. Talk shit. Talk shit now. Talk shit now. Talk shit now. Talk shit now. Talk shit. Talk shit. Talk what? Talk shit now. 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 Yeah, you need my set of tools. You need a drill. Well, I got some time to kill, and I think that with me, why you better watch your mouth and you better not get ill. I'm the realest that you ever saw right now, because I got a zipper saw, I got a zipper saw, I got a motherfucking sawzall, I got something that you ain't got right now and you need it. Got you by the saw and you bleeding. They got you by that shit. You wonder how the fuck did I get in this bullshit? Yeah, but they got you. 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 Shoot, they might not even be the dickhead type. They might not even be the asshole type. And you might not be that type either, but you starting to weigh on them. See, when you go to somebody for something one time, it ain't about nothing. But once you got to keep tapping it, once you keep pushing the button, once you keep tapping the well, I'm sorry, that's when it starts to get a little ill. You know what I'm saying? All right. I see my people's in here. Carol Chamberlain, my friend. Yo, it's always good to see you. You are my favorita. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. T. Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people's going right in your site. And Ansel Jones, Baltimore kid. Yeah, you know the girls can't leave him alone. And Stacy White, yo, thanks for coming on through. Always great to see you. And Robbie Ming, what's going on, Queen? Something like, wait, there's no Robbie Ming. I don't care. Robbie Ming. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. All right, so let me see what y'all talking about. See if y'all getting bougie and act like y'all know nothing about being dependent sometimes. Okay, Carol Chamberlain says, nah, I ain't working them kind of hours, and the job ain't paying that that kind of OTE. I like to ride to work solo, collect my thoughts, and plan my day. Me too. But guess what, Carol? Even though you like to do it that way, you probably really value it that way. Because you ain't going to tell me you ain't never take nobody to work. You ain't going to tell me that. I know you did it. And that's probably why you ain't willing to do it no more. Because I know you did it. And you ain't like it. They probably smoked. They probably wore perfume that you ain't like. They probably was talking your damn ear off when you was trying to chill. Yeah. They probably was getting all in your business. They probably was acting too friendly. They probably was a little too bubbly in the morning. They probably was getting on your goddamn nerves. Don't lie. You ain't got to lie, Carol. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it. You ain't got to lie to kick it. Emily says, Carol, I did too. And people was quick to ask for a ride. Get mad when I say no. Stingy ass car niggas. Yeah, stingy ass car niggas. Like T. Carey Wright says, I commuted with this person who would ask me to stop. Oh shit. Oh shit. I commuted with this person who would ask me to stop by the market before I dropped them home. I was okay with it, but I always wondered if the last person they rode with had an issue with it. Come on, man. Come on, man. When I leave work, I'm making a beeline to the crib. Don't, yo. And when it comes to me, you better catch me before I get in the crib. Because once I get in the crib, I done got my base. I'm not coming back out. Nope. Sorry. You know how women be talking about when they get home, they take their bra off so they can feel free and liberated. Well, I ain't gotta take off shit. As soon as the key go in the lock and the door closed, I'm like, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. Okay. All right. Carol says, Emily, I did it before, and everything Omar is saying is true. Okay. Wait a minute. Emily says, Taki, I would have never been okay with that. Man, you wasn't a taxi or Uber. Oh yeah. Shoot, sometimes Uber don't do door to door. Uber getting funny. All right. If you're going, what's that? When you gotta have other people in the Uber with you, Uber, what they call it? Uber. I don't even activate my Uber app. Like, no. If I gotta catch an Uber, I ain't going. That's my rule. I don't have nothing against Uber, but if I got an Uber, that means I ain't supposed to go. Because I don't drink no more. So why should I have to catch an Uber? Yeah, nope, not going. Nope. Carol says, at Taki, I used to pick and bring someone home, and on Fridays they wanted me to stop at the deli for beer. This is good. But y'all still speaking from the standpoint of the person that's providing. No, y'all, I need y'all to change your mindset. TK right says, LOL, I hear you, Emily. I had more of an issue with them not being ready on time. Emily says, not ready and want to ride with me or anyone. Now that's disrespectful. And so Jones says, don't go to the same school and have to be dropped off. Carol, wait. Dara said something? Hold on. All right, hold on. At NARS, especially when I say I'll pick you up at a certain time and you're not ready. Sheesh. Be ready at 7:17 a.m. sharp, or get left. This is good. Stacey White says, I only have connections to the hood. Okay. TK Wright says, as luck would have it, my Durango broke down and I found myself getting occasional rides from a coworker. I hated it. It was a humbling experience. Yo, Yo, feeling like at any time they can cut you off or do some fuck shit. Like they just don't want to ride with you that day. Oh yeah, I'm not going to work today. But they made that decision that morning. So now you kind of stuck. Now, if you had your own car, yeah, if you woke up that morning and ain't feel like going to work, it wouldn't be no big thing. But they got you by the car, they got you by the balls, they got you by the house. Like I said, we ain't even get into the house yet. We ain't even start talking about that yet. As you can see, this is already real enough, but it gets realer. Oh yeah, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. Emily says, I do now. Wait a minute. I do now, but not before your comment. Okay. Emily says, we was on a point system on my job, and if and when I had trouble with my car, I called out and took the point. I don't like riding with people. Mm-hmm. You said I called out. Okay. And she says, I feel that way about Uber. Unless it's a doctor's appointment. My man Job Biggs, thanks for coming on through. It's good to see you, kid. I'm glad you came through. I really did. All right. But yeah, man. Yeah, this is yeah, they got you by the car, got you by the house. Now, most people like us are going to try to get up out of that situation. We're going to try to keep from being dependent. You know what, man? TK Wright talked about it being a humbling experience to have to catch a ride with somebody for a while. And it's really a humbling experience when you have decided to get comfortable with needing somebody instead of getting up out of that situation. So we're talking about times when you may have been down on your luck or something broke down and you needed some help for a little while. Other people, we're talking about a situation where not only do they need a ride to work, they ain't got no license. And guess what? They ain't getting no license. You know why? Because they don't want to drive. They're afraid to drive or whatever the case may be. So they're going to be having to catch rides with somebody regardless of the situation because they ain't trying to get up out of that situation. What y'all know about that? I know y'all know something about that. Y'all may not know nothing about it personally, but I know that y'all know somebody who knows something about that personally. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like you know somebody in your family, somebody in your connections have lived in the projects and you had to go up in the projects to see them every now and then. You might not have spent a whole lot of time with them, but some of y'all did. Some of y'all was right. Y'all was right in them project buildings with the project concrete walls on the project couch, watching the project TV with the project roach crawling across the TV. And I'm not saying that everybody in the projects got roaches. Yes, I am. Everybody in the projects got roaches. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, they exterminating that motherfucker, but them roaches gonna be back. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be back. Yeah, they're gonna be back. That's public housing for you. That's public housing. That's public housing. That's public housing. But yeah, like I said, some people don't want to drive. So they're gonna have to depend on somebody. So do these people always watch their mouths? No. They still get flipped in the mouth. And they still and they still play the victim. So you're the dependent and you're the victim. Yeah, such and such got funny on me. You know, I was paying them to take me to work and all that. I always bought gas and all that kind of shit. But then they got funny They got funny. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Now, what you don't hear at the end of those stories is, you know what? I said, fuck it. I had to bite the bullet. And I went up to the barracks. That's what they call it in Philly, you know, where you used to go, you know, do our driver's test. I went up to the barracks and got my license. I said, look, I might don't like to drive, but I got to stop this shit. I got to, you know, because every now and then I'll be having to go to Home Depot. But that's not the end. That's not the ending to their story. They don't be trying to get themselves out of that situation. What y'all know about that? Yeah, they could get their own place, but they're not trying to get their own place. They're more than happy paying you rent for the back room. What you know about that? What y'all know? I know some of y'all done had to put somebody out before. And I know when y'all put them out, they wasn't prepared to go. No matter how much advance notice you gave them that they had to go. They still looked at you on that day like, you mean I gotta go? Yeah, you gotta go. George Michael and Wham, I'm gonna wake you up before you go. Yeah, wake me up before you go, because I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up before you go. Get your shit out my crib. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Shit is real out here, right? Shit is real out here. But that's what we talking about tonight. Got you by the house and the car. Being a dependent. Not wanting to be on your own. You could call it a team atmosphere or team spirit. You could. I can call the sun the moon. I can call it that. So, you know, to their defense, some people get very tyrannical, very controlling, and very insulting when they have something that you need and they know that they are providing that for you, even if you're paying for it. See, that's a strange thing about being provided for. When you're being provided for, it doesn't mean that you don't make a contribution. It doesn't even mean that you don't pay anything. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you receive a service that somebody is providing to you. And sometimes people get funny about when they're giving you something. Because they know if it's money, if somebody is providing you with financial assistance, ain't no way they not gonna remind you of who's paying the bills around this bitch. And if you don't have any other options, because the one thing that options do is they provide you with the ability to tell somebody to get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck on. Back up off me. I ain't got to do this. That's what options give you the ability to do. When your options are limited to one, oh, I'm sorry. Your options were limited to two. We always have two. Live or die. Sink or swim. This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that. Engine number 9 down the New York Transit line. If the train fall off the track, pick it up. Back on. Shout out to Black Sheep, my man Drez and Mr. Long. It's a tough situation. Emily says, okay, wait. Okay. Not me. I hate being dependent on anyone. I do like asking people for, oh, you mean you don't? I don't like, I think you mean don't, but you wrote, I do like asking people for anything or accepting anything from people. So you probably meant don't. But you messed that up, Emily. You gotta fix that. You know what I mean? You gotta fix that. Fix that. Little thing over there. You gotta fix that. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. All right. No, it still says, I can't be around ain't got shit, don't want shit type of people. that want to be entitled. So I'm gonna take a guess that you don't hang around a whole lot of millennials or Generation Z type of. I guess you're not playing around with the youth, literally. Okay. TK Wright says, needing a place to stay even for a while is unsettling. You can't really relax or laugh or think because at any moment the person can kick you out. See, that's a trust issue. And that's the thing about it. Not having your own limits your ability to be able to trust. You know, it might not take away your ability to love, but it can take away your ability to trust. See, when you have trust in someone, you know that they're not going to sell you out. You know that they're not going to put you in bad positions. You know that they're going to follow through with what they said that they were going to do. You can rely on them to do that. But when you know that you don't have anything to contribute to a particular situation, it gets tough. And that can limit your ability to trust somebody because you know that all of your eggs are in that basket and you don't like the basket that your eggs are in. It's messed up. It's unsettling. It's fucked up. And it's really all about insecurity. But how can you feel secure when you don't have what you need? It's different to not have what you want, but to not have what you need, you can't feel secure in that situation. It feels dangerous. It's not peaceful. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. Especially if you are dependent and you have 2 or 3 other dependents, aka children. I got 3 children to think about first. So, yeah, it's not that the person who is the provider or the one that you're depending on is a bad person, but it's hard for you to trust that they ain't going to act funny on you. Because you know that at any time they could exact a punishment upon you. And you ain't ready for all of that. My lights just got cut out. Will my neighbor next door let me run the extension cord over here for a couple of nights until I can get the shit back on? Or we'll listen. I know people be talking about, yo, you got to get yourself some candles when the lights go out. Here's what candles don't do. They don't provide sufficient heat. You know other things that candles don't do? They don't power machinery or electronics, games, gadgets, phones. So yeah, you can rock out with candles. You know, I hear people talking about, yeah, I remember when the lights went out, man. And you know, we had the candles. It was just us. It was just me and the kids, and it was just us and the kids. And that was some tough times, but you know, we got through that. And actually, those were some of the most memorable, you know, when all is said and done, those are some of the best times we ever had because we really had that bond. Yeah, I hear all that. But I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not using no fucking candles. And yeah, I've had my lights turned out before. But I bet you one thing, I ain't never lit a candle in this house except for aromatherapy. Anytime I lit a candle, the lights was already on. The candles ain't providing no lights up in this bitch. Yeah. I've had some hard times where, you know, I mean, I had to pay my man to go up the ladder, go up on the roof and reattach the electricity until I could get right with the power company. I know what all that's about. I know what that's about. I know what it's like to hook up some utilities. I know what it's like. I get all that. We ain't doing the candle thing. You know what I mean? We can do the low light thing. We can dim the lights. Tell you what, I hook a dimmer switch up on the light switch over on the wall over there. But nah, we're not doing the candle. The thing is, I need I need my next door neighbor to rock out with this orange extension cord. That's what I need. I need. Hold on. Yeah. I need to pay my neighbor $25 to $50 a week so I can rock out with this orange extension cord so we can have some lights up in the crib. I got kids. And I gotta keep this I gotta keep this fridge cold. Now, financially, I'm in a good position right now. But there were times when I was in a pretty decent financial position. That don't mean I ain't get shit cut off. Sometimes you be slacking off on your bills. Not everybody pay their bills on time. I know everybody say they pay their bills on time. But sometimes I don't.
90
so what?
seconds.
So what? Who is you? You be judging me. You know what I'm saying? Orange extension cord. You know what I mean? Orange extension cord, baby. Sometimes it be like that. Now, what happens? What happens if my neighbor catch me looking at his wife ass or his girl or if he think I'm a tell that he was messing around with the chick around the corner? He gonna unplug my orange extension cord. Hopefully, I'm ready to go down to the power company and get right. But until then, I better act right. Until I can get right, I better act right. I'm prepared to do just that. Number smiles. Hey, man. Yo, man, I appreciate what you're doing for me, man. Yo, man. It ain't going to be much longer because I get paid on Friday. I'm going down there and make an agreement with them and all of that. But, yeah. Matter of fact, let me give you a couple extra dollars now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Go to Water Ice, get a cheese pretzel, you know what I'm saying? Some ice cream cones with some Jimmys for the kids and all of that. But yeah, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me use the extension cord, man. Especially with the surge protector, the extra plugs on the thing. I appreciate that. Sure do. Yeah, I understand. My mom talking about something when the lights go out, because sometimes the lights just go out. You need to you need some candles. Nah, man, I don't need no candles. My man Keith, you trying to come on? Let me see. See if he really read. See if he really read. It looks like he really read. What's up, my dude? Bless you too. How you feeling today? I'm feeling like a real man should. How you? I'm good. But I understand about that candle situation, that especially that orange extension cord and not having nobody there. All I want to highlight, I'm about to turn that big side up. A couple of weeks. But all I want is somebody to treat me like I treat them. You know what I mean? We eating that. Yeah, Ruby Chris. I don't want you to be like, taking you to Applebee's. No, we need Chris. Did you say Roof Chris or did you say Ruby Chris? Ruby Chris. Ruby. So that's like a combination of Roof Chris and Ruby Tuesdays? Okay. Listen, man. All I know is this. if you staying with your mom, then you probably all right. But if you staying with your aunt, you need to get your shit together. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is this. I ain't never known nobody that was staying with their aunt that was really doing all right otherwise. You know what I'm saying? When you staying with your aunt, you know it's some shit going on. You gotta step your game up. You gotta step your game up. Hold on. You know what? Listen, if you can call in the blog talk, because with you being on on Instagram, people can barely hear you. Can you call in on the blog talk side? Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I ain't gonna try to yeah, I ain't gonna touch nothing because I mess around. I mess around and end this. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna let him click off because I knew that wasn't gonna go right. That wasn't gonna go right. That was my man Keith. That was my man Keith. He normally call in on Blog Talk. You know what I'm saying? But he did the half video. Y'all can't see it on the Instagram side, but he was on the Instagram. You know, I ain't got enough volume on the phone on the Instagram side. But yeah, man, when you live with your auntie, when you living with your auntie, you need to get your shit together. Oh, yes, you do. All right, here we go. Now y'all be able to hear it. All right. Keith, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, homie.
There you go. Now they can hear you loud and clear. So,
yeah.
Like I was saying, man, you know. All right, so what we was talking about today, I don't know how much of the show that you caught, but what we was talking about was when you are dependent on somebody else, because you know your car might have went down, so you need somebody. You dependent on somebody to give you rides, or you lost your apartment or whatever. It could be a fire. You could have got evicted. You could have got put out by your girl or something like that. So you need a place to stay. So you're dependent on somebody to help you out in that regard. It could be something. It could be something as serious as a place to stay, or it could be something as minor as, yo, I need to use your TransPass. Remember how we used to get on the bus and we would pass the TransPass back? Remember them on them days?
Or hit it through the back door?
Yeah. What? Yeah, that type shit. Taking it back to that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I recently just left somebody alone because of that. Like, I think that I call it selfish sometimes. Like, if you go out your way for them, I don't understand why people don't try to go out their way for you. Especially if we trying to build something together. Like, I had a situation where Christmas, give a prime example. So I said, we said we wasn't going to celebrate Christmas, but I bought her something anyway. So she had to do what I want for Christmas. So I was like, give me some Tim's, don't work it. You know what I mean? Then I was like, I even made it nice about it and say, yo, just go get the knockoffs, because when I'm going to use them for, I'm a dog them anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yo, man. Jody had me on the flip lane outside, looking in the trash can and in the storage bin, recycling bin and everything. She was like, the box ain't there? I'm like, no, the box ain't here. Then she was like, oh, go to the post office. Go to the post office. Then I was like, yo, they ain't got no package for me here. Then it was down in South Philly. But this is the kick. The kicker is when she called, snipe, snatch, whatever you want to call them, she was like, oh, they gave me my money back. And I was like, oh, so what's up? She said, no harm, no foul. Oh, wait, what you mean no harm, no foul? She was like, no harm, no foul. So I took the money and paid my cell phone bill. Oh, hold up. So the money that you spend on the boots anyway, that you already spent, so you got the money back, you turn around and went to go pay a cell phone bill. So, I'm still, I'm like, I'm asked out. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking about that, but I say that's something from the rip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like from the door. It's like, if you're going to say you're going to do something, just do it. What your man Al Pacino say in Scarface? I got two things in this world. Remember that, right?
Yeah, I
Your
do.
word and your balls.
Yep.
That's it. That's all we got. And people don't understand it. Like, yo, it is so hard to find somebody that you really, really got your back. You know, I was just having this conversation the other day. I'm gonna make you laugh. Yo, remember you was back in high school, you met the girl, I'm gonna say Tanya, met the girl Tanya and everything, got a phone number. Remember how you had to rush home and sit by the phone and keep picking up the phone to make sure ain't nobody knocked the phone off the hook. You know, ain't no cell phone and no pages now, you know what I mean? Yo, and when Shorty got on the phone, that shit just make you feel like you was fucking special because you know, to me, I think that was like what love was. Like it made you go home and do real shit. Like shit that you had to talk about, shit that you had to do. And not even maybe in high school, maybe in middle school. You know what I mean? It was like, wow, this shit is crazy. Now, I don't know what it is out here. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember, but that situation that we was talking about, yeah, they went back up on 95 North. I'm not ready. I had to.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
I
Can't do it.
understand. I understand.
Insecurity. I can't do it. Like you know what I mean? Like I told you, I'm in here, I'd rather be by myself. You know what I mean? Hell, I'm still debating for this money to go see New Edition tomorrow. A couple of my homies friends is going down there. They like come down. I'm like, well, why y'all niggas get y'all tickets without telling me? You know, I was like, that's another thing. Like, you know, people always try to write you shit to the last minute. I'm like, yo, but you know, last minute shit, like yo, like don't write me last minute. Like y'all knew y'all was going to Mexico. Y'all should have told me 3 months ago. Fuck everything. But I don't know. I ain't here to bring nobody down. I got some promises to definitely tell you. Man, I am officially free, grown ass man. My daughter turned 21 on 2/2/2/2. I'm done. 21.
On what date?
Gave her a party. Huh?
Well, birthday was yesterday. Did you say
Yeah.
2/2/2/2/2?
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Shorty. Like, yes, sir. Gave her a party on Saturday. That was it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Shot with her. I'm good. I was like, listen, your dad bought you your first shot. We cool. I put $106 out for some Denny Watt wings. Only had two of the motherfuckers, but I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. I'm officially good. You know what I mean? So, you know, as long as I got my, you know, my next love in my life is my grandbaby. Man, she turned 2 next month when I hit that big 50 and 3 days after behind her. You know what I mean? So that's the new love of my life. You know what I mean?
I can
So
dig
I'm
it.
about to. So she say pop barefoot, we out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. You know what I mean? When Shorty out for the rip. But, you know, as far as relationship wise, man, it's hard. You know, it's hard to make you want to come home and do things different. Like I want to go back to being like just one chick that just does everything. Or if we move to like the year like 2029, or we can clone people. Don't you wish you can clone a female?
Actually, sometimes I wish I could just cut them in half.
Man,
There ain't too many of them that I want two of. Nah. Some of them I need just half.
Well, I wish I could. I wish I could just build one. You know what I mean? It gotta have a Janet Jackson body though. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's been my baby since Present Principle. You know what I mean? But certain, you know, just certain pieces of the parts that I could cut off or put onto them, you know, and just make you out and crazy. Yeah, like because nowadays, man, I ain't never know this world now to run more game than we ever did back in the day. And it's like, wow, like we started it, but they fabricated that shit. And it's like, and they more vicious than us. They get the fuck up, but they tell them to walk the fuck out the door and leave $20 on the dresser for you and shit.
$20? You said?
That fucking hit $20.
I think I've been getting cheated.
You were like, damn, like, just something, I was like, man.
All I was getting was a bag of Doritos, and I thought I was kicking it.
Yeah, one time I was getting Red Lobster, but that shit came with strings and shit attack. You know what I mean? They had a situation at home, but I couldn't have nobody. And as long as I ain't had nobody, I was getting presents. The minute I was like, no, this ain't working, my presents got cut off. I'm like, huh? Like, oh, sometimes they say the sweetest things to you in the world. I don't know. It's just
it can get very real.
90 seconds.
All right.
What is the most thing that you ever remember a female say to you that blew your fucking mind away that you wasn't even expecting it?
Oh, there are 2 times. And ironically, they was by the same girl. And even more ironically, it ain't even by a girl that I like that. But here's what happened.
Exactly.
She said, you don't go with me, but I go with you. She blew my mind with that shit. I was like, what? Because I'm looking at it like you ain't nothing but a little side chick that I'm messing around with. She said, no. She said, I go with you, but you don't go with me. And the thing is, she felt no bones about it. Like, I thought you knew. Like, you my man. I'm not your girl, but you my man. And we all right with that. The other thing she did that blew my mind. The other thing she did that blew my mind. The other thing she did that blew my mind is I asked her where she wanted it, and she said, I was fucking done. I said, this motherfucking
Yo,
I wasn't.
The one that blew my mind. The one that blew my mind. We went out on the little date. We was just supposed to be friends. We was chilling. So she was in my living room talking to me. And then she's like, all right, I'm about to leave. I said, okay. She said, but if you pull your man out, I'll go ahead and suck it. And that shit came out from left field, but like nowhere. And I'm like, huh? What? Like, is you sure? Like, yeah, where the camera's at? I'm being punked. You know what I mean? Like, no, it ain't that easy. And I ain't never knew that they talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the beauty in heterosexual relationships that I don't think that even straight people give themselves credit for is that no one can teach a man and a woman more than a man and a woman can. A man can teach me a lot of things, but he'll never be able to teach me the kind of things that have the impact that a woman can teach me. And the same thing with me, with me towards her, because that life experience is real, it's authentic, and it's going to stick with you. It's going to stick with you. It's going to be real time, real life experience. Like this happened today, and today I can use that shit. So yeah. But listen, man, I got to get on up out of here. I appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna holler at you later. You be good. Be safe out there. Oh yeah. You know what?
20 blocks away from
No. You gotta send me the address, man. I'm gonna come through.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yo, and that crumb bum living too, though. I
Huh?
meant to tell you that. I seen him. That crumb bum living too. I seen him.
What?
The crumb bum, the boy, you can go kick his ass and see the kind of change fall out his pocket. I seen him.
I thought you said he was gone.
That's what somebody told me, but I seen it.
I knew he was alive. I knew that for a fact. But that's good. That's good.
All right, well, how about we go kick him and see what kind of change fall out?
All right, sounds good to me. I'll holler at you later, man.
All right, son.
All right, peace.
All right, later.
Good stuff as usual. Good stuff. My man Keith. My man Keith from Pulaski Town is all up in the house. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 23rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get... First of all, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Get It Business Show. We are on every weekday night from 7 p.m. until, Anyway, number one out the box. Lale Scott turning 47 years old today, and also Destiny Player turning 35 years old today. And also Linda Guzman Thomas turning 29 years old today. And Jay Music Guru Burnett, happy birthday to you. And my man, going all the way back to the 1991. My man, Dave Roberson and Stephanie Williams, happy birthday to you. And Aaron Sutton, turning 37 years old today. And Victoria Guy Paria, turning 50 years old today. You go. And my auntie, Tina Neal, happy birthday to you. That's my aunt Tina. I want to say happy birthday to all of you. And anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious February 23rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally, all of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, check it out. Yo, peep the game. You know what I'm talking about. It's fame. Word. Being independent is a hard thing to do. It really is. It's one of those things that we try to avoid ever having to deal with in our lives, but sometimes we have to deal with it. And if you are striving to do better, if you're striving to get yourself into a better position or a previous position, if you're trying to restore yourself to factory conditions, factory settings, getting back to pre-existing good shit, then there's not really a problem. But if you have gotten comfortable with being in an uncomfortable situation in which your trust is going to be compromised because you don't know if you can trust somebody not to put you out or to leave you on the curb or to leave you stranded, broke, dependent, hurt, out there, needing, dependent, well, there comes a time in all of our lives where we have to do something for ourselves. So do it. Do it. I said do it. I said do it. I said do it. Do it. Do it. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know what it is. Feel good, baby. It's going to be all right, and everything is going to be all right. Think it won't. All right, y'all. So, Blog Talk, let me get you on up out of here. I'm going to holler backish. You go bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And for my Instagrammers, yeah, Five Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. And don't forget to share that show. Don't forget to like the show. And don't forget to subscribe to that channel. I say, peace.